Welcome to the Recursion Cafe, where we play games from the discard pile. I'm Sunzida.
And I'm Dan, and today we've got Paul playing Black Panther, who basically steals your cards and wants to boost with stuff and has the vibranium suit, and he's against Moon Knight, who's run by Jason.
Yeah, so Moon Knight has 3 different identities. The first one, which he can use to gain a bit of extra movement at the start of his turn. Khonshu, which has +2 to all his attacks and takes no effects from other than combat damage. And Mr. Knight, who has +1 to his defense. This could be an interesting matchup. Moon Knight can, I imagine, get very, very aggressive. Let's see if Black Panther can keep up with it. If Moon Knight gets a lot of his cards nabbed, he might end up struggling a bit.
Yes, plus Paul's lucky that he's got a ranged character as a sidekick with Black Panther. As we can see here, it's taking first pot shot.
Yep, so we see that Moon Knight wins a combat. Oh, and we see a 3 boost stolen from Moon Knight here. And that prevents a lot of his movement as Khonshu, as well as an extra big boost attack from That's Why I Always Win.
But Jason just moves in and whacks, which is fainted.
Yeah, so he won't be able to see the cards from Paul's deck. Won't be able to get rid of anything. He's not going to be able to get a taste of his own medicine.
I feel like Black Panther is going to be quite defensive here. Moon Knight being a bigger aggressor.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got move 4 spaces.
Yeah, so we see Jason here going for Shuri, which is good because once she's dead, Paul can't use a scheme that gets more cards out of Moon Knight's deck. We see Past and Present intermingle, and that is a 7 with Travelers of the Night in the discard pile. And so she is now on 2 health.
Don't think Paul's 2.
One even. So Shuri is almost dead. If Paul needs to get those schemes out as soon as possible. So that's a regroup into Past and Present intermingle, and Shuri is dead.
Just dead. So that immediately puts a bit more on the back foot, considering there's 2
of the Shuri schemes left. Yeah. So neither of those being played puts Paul in a bit of a difficult position.
But he's going aggressive. Still got 2 actions.
Let's see. Okay, so unfortunately doesn't win the combat, so he doesn't get to steal a card of Jason.
Because currently Jason is Mr. Knight, so got +1 to defense.
He's going in for another attack. And does do a bit of damage, but unfortunately the effect gets fainted.
So already it feels a little bit on the back foot for Black Panther.
Yeah,
Hasn't done overly much damage.
Not to Moon Knight. Moon Knight's not used a lot of his deck. Although this is an interesting move from Jason. So yeah, he discards an I'm Not Real and is able to draw 2. Paul, I imagine, is not boosted.
No need.
There's no damage.
And backing off again, refilling a hand. Makes a lot of sense.
Yep, so we see a Moon Knight hop into a maneuver and another maneuver.
It's very good positioning here by Moon Knight. Very much keeping the centre of the board. Is a move 3, just able to get in when he wants.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think Sarpedon's very good for that. As long as you stay in the inner circle, any 3 movement character is going to have a good time either trying to approach or either trying to run away.
Talking of running away. Is attempting to.
We see Jason boosting with Madness is keeping me alive, which makes sense. I don't think there's much threat to his health at the moment. We see another Past and Present intermingle, so that's a 7 into a 3 at the moment.
Not a good time for Black Panther.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose he does have one of Moon Knight's 3 boosts.
It's going to boost with a 2 instead.
Yeah, just once. And then draw a card.
So we've got 12 to 15 at the moment in Moon Knight's favour. It's, Black Panther hasn't lost loads, but it does feel slightly more weighted towards Moon Knight currently.
Yeah, I think Black Panther is going to struggle to keep up a lot of the aggression, but I imagine he's going to boost here with Moon Knight's 3 boost.
You might as well, because you get to draw a card as well with Black
Yeah.
Panther's ability after boosting.
Exactly.
And now we just have more aggression from Moon Knight.
Mm-hmm. So Black Panther will take 1 damage, and I imagine he's going to switch to Moon Knight. And then
back to
Khonshu.
Khonshu. Jason's such a good pilot. Of Moon Knight. Just makes it seem so easy.
Well, that's true. Well, I mean, going for Shuri first, I think was a very good shout. And here we see again. Unfortunately, Ancestral Insight not winning the combat. I think Black Panther's character is very difficult to pilot, especially against Moon Knight, who has such good defenses and consistent defenses as well.
If he needed it, he's heals 2.
Let's see him attack. That's a 6 into a 2, unfortunately.
Yes, faints the card draw, but still taking 4 damage there.
I imagine the one card you want to faint is That's a Part I Like, which Paul did do earlier. Or the boost attack as well. This is an interesting... So Antimetal is a 2 at the moment, and he's boosting with another 2. And Jason is deciding to do both of them the damage here.
Yeah. Health is a resource, right?
Yeah. I mean, he can afford it at this point. So that's a 3 at the moment for Paul.
Is he going to... I mean, he probably should.
I think you have to.
He gets the card draw from it. And now he can boost away.
Yep, and you can see that he boosted with that.
Whether it makes
Poor Shuri card.
whether it makes much difference at this stage.
He has still got 1 or 2 Wakanda Forevers, so he could push a big hit through.
At this point as well, only of seeing 1 card be stolen.
Oh right, yeah.
Feels very little, considering what Black Panther can do. Moon Knight just seems to have put a stop to that.
Well, he can get a maximum of 6 damage through here, which would bring Moon Knight down to 4. So that definitely does make things a little more even. Which I think he's made that
5,
an 8.
8.
Yeah. So it's suddenly gotten much closer.
Yeah, and boosted twice, so he gets to draw 2 cards.
Boosted twice. And Jason again has done the damage to the both of them. Ooh.
Well, defender boosts first. He's going to have to boost with something.
If Jason has his last trap... No, all his 3 boosts are gone. So the maximum this can be is a 5.
Okay. So 5 defense. Going to be nothing from Jason.
Yeah.
He's still got a second attack
That
if he
was
wants it.
Really good defense from Paul. Oh.
And it's the same again.
Yeah.
Able to boost this
That's
time.
unfortunate.
And that is game.
That came out a lot closer than it looked midway through. I think Paul definitely really pulled it back with that Wakanda Forever. And with a lot of the self-damage that Jason was doing.
And losing Shuri, just puts you on the back foot completely.
So yeah, very well played by the both of Paul and Jason. Thank you for watching.
I hope you will join us again.
At the Recursion Cafe.
Hey everyone, it's Jason here. Thanks to my guest commentators Dan and Sunzida. Let me know what you thought of their insights in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.